Have you ever thought that someone is not noticing you enough? That someone isn't paying enough attention to you? It's like, when there is a guy, like a friend of yours, who you text to, he reads your message and he doesn't respond. Or when you expect him to do something, when he doesn't do it. That's so bad, right? You want to curse at him so much. How could he do that to you? No, the thing is, y'all are just different. And that's okay. That's normal. People are supposed to be different. There is nothing to worry about. There are different perspectives for every person. What if a guy was raised in a family where parents don't actually talk to their children that much? Well, in that way, that person is not gonna be able to talk properly to his friends as well, because he's not very used to talking about his feelings and his emotions just because of his household. Like, he's not used to that kind of conversations. What if a guy haven't had a friendship yet? Like, yeah, these guys, they exist. They weren't in a very deep friendship, so they don't exactly know how to be a friend. They don't know how to express their feelings. They don't know trust because they've never had one. What do you say to these guys? You're not gonna teach them anything because they've been living like that their whole life. They're not gonna learn anything from you. They would rather leave you and not talk to you again. So I would rather you not try to teach anyone, to actually not lose these people, but to accept them as who they are. Do you think people, like native speakers of some languages that have some unpronounced syllables in their words, like, do they say that word and actually think that there are some ghost letters? I think not. I think they don't actually think of that because they are born with that language. They are born with that perspective and they are used to talking that language that way. So they don't actually think about these letters. But if we start to learn these languages, as French, for example, we will have these problems because we actually do see these letters and we have to understand their perspective to learn that language. Do you actually think that it's any different in the real world? Every person have a different perspective on life. Every person views life differently. And if you try to confront any person with your own vision, you're just gonna come off as a strange guy who tries to teach everyone life. But again, about you and a little bit more about me, I hate when people answer me with some gif or some emoji. My vision is that they don't actually try to respond to you in any way. They just click one button and they don't spend any effort in talking with me. Don't ever respond to me in emojis. You see how that it's so strange talking to you like that and telling you to not ever respond me in emojis. There are different perspectives for every person. So don't do that to not push people away from you. So whenever you feel like no one is paying attention to you, whenever you feel like no one actually cares about you, think about that. Think that maybe that person just isn't used to that kind of talking, and accept that person for who he is. And probably you're gonna have a very good relationship with him, maybe even a decent friendship. You're gonna have a decent friend just by doing that. So try that, and do not teach anyone anything. They're not your children. They're your friends. Maybe mates, but nothing more than that. You're not their mentor. So if you try to be one, well, try to avoid that. And trust me, it will show its good side in the future.